This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening. I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. Topping the news, Bahamians and international travelers will soon have another travel option as Bahamas Air launches a new Florida route. Officials at Bahamas Air and the Ministry of Tourism say it is not only good for news for the airline, but it can provide an economic boost for Grand Bahama. Cleopatra Murphy has more details on the new service and when it will begin.
Bahamas Air and the Ministry of Tourism are hoping to capitalize on an 11% increase in arrivals in 2015 and looking to further drive passengers to the island with the launch of flights between Grand Bahama and Orlando. Director of Sales and Marketing Frederick Donathan says the airline is working to recapture its position as the preferred carrier for the local market.
This is another step in our route expansion program geared to provide critical airlift. And I say critical because we are the national flag carrier, to all of our major islands, grow our revenue, and move us closer to becoming a viable and responsible airline.
Flights will run twice a week beginning June 22nd. Bahamas Air's new fleet of ATR 600 airlines will service the route. Senior Manager of Sales Woodrow Wilson expects at least a 65% load factor initially, and it could increase.
I checked the numbers recently, and I must say that the greater bookings are coming from the Orlando area into Freeport. We actually have about 3 flights that are almost full.
Chairman Valentine Grimes says this is a new era for Bahamas Air, and with the new fleet, customers can expect more.
We have turned the curve at Bahamas Air. We believe that in the last several years we have improved our service. We know that we have improved our financial status. We are still not yet making a profit, but we are moving in the right direction.
Director of the Ministry of Tourism, Betty Bethel, says the timing augurs well for the ministry's summer festivals.
We've got the West End Snapper Tournament and Festival, and then July is all about Goombay Summer in Freeport, and then August is Junkanoo Summer Festival in the West. So we have a great product and a great experience to offer guests coming out of the Florida area.
Officials say plans are to add a Tampa route in the near future. They say sustainable airlift is the key to success for Grand Bahama. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
The new air service is expected to boost tourism numbers heading throughout the summer. The period after summer is considered the slow season that some in the industry are most concerned about. Tonight, Italia Hall tells us that the Tourism Board is working toward a positive turnaround.
September to November is the shoulder period for the tourism industry. That's the time of year when there is a fall off in visitor arrivals to the island. But the chairman of the Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board, Russell Miller, says they are working around the clock to build business year-round.
The summertime is a difficult time. It's rainy season, it's hurricane season, it's the off-season for us. But I think the addition of the new flights are going to help us. Hopefully the Ad Nation campaign targeted at the Florida market will continue to help us.
Sea arrivals are showing a 36% increase for the first quarter of the year, and Miller is optimistic that this trend will continue throughout the summer.
No longer is it just the day passengers that come and call on Freeport, but we're getting overnight passengers, particularly on the Bahamas Paradise cruise lines, which their passengers stay in the hotels for 2, 4, and 6 nights. So that's really great business for it. It's a great addition, and the volume of passengers are increasing because the new cruise ship is almost double the size of what they had in the past.
Russell is hopeful that the sale of the Grand Lucaine Resort will also deliver some positive growth for the tourism sector.
That bidding process will end middle of June. So we're hopeful that the developer, whoever is awarded that sale, will have the foresight to partner with a branded group, be it a Marriott, a Hyatt, a Hilton, that is a recognized North American brand that will attract additional visitors to the islands.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Grand Bahama to host the 9th United Kingdom Caribbean Forum at the Grand Lucayan Resort this coming weekend. The Ministerial Forum, which is held every 2 years, provides an opportunity for members of the Caribbean community to engage in high-level discussions on important binational, regional, and international issues with the United Kingdom. The two-day dialogue will cover a range of issues, including global and regional challenges, the 2013 Sustainable Development Agenda, climate change, crime and security, financial and economic issues, health and education, and Caribbean-UK cooperation. Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie will officially open the forum on Friday. The theme for the two-day parley is Building a Strong Partnership for Sustainable Growth and Development. As we approach the June 7th referendum date, the Constitutional Commission is busy carrying out its mandate to ensure that Bahamians are presented with the facts about the proposed changes to the Constitution. Commission members are in Grand Bahama for a series of meetings. The Constitutional Commission making rounds on Grand Bahama once again. Retired Justice Ruby Nottage and her team meeting with senior officers of government agencies on the island.
The government workers, the civil servants, the immigration, police, etc., are most important because they are the people who represent government, and they need to know or rehearse what these bills are really about. Many people still have not any clue as to what the bills effectively do. And I think even in today's session, some of the persons who attended appreciated the time that they spent with us.
Some of the civil servants attending the meeting say they now have a better understanding about the 4 gender equality bills.
It is not an easy read. Of course, there's the legal jargon that you need to get through, so I thought that Mrs. Nottage did a very good job of communicating each bill.
So when you don't have the facts, you can always go on propagandas, and you're going to never make the right decision pertaining to what it is that you need to know and what I need to know to make decisions that is going to be able to benefit grandchildren.
We covered all of the 4 points, and we left here with a lot of clarity.
Nottage is also appealing to residents on Grand Bahama to attend the constitutional meetings in order to be better informed about the proposed amendments.
This is something that concerns all of us. It concerns, we say, our men and women of this particular country, but it also concerns my children, my grandchildren, my sons, my daughters. And I think it is it's a noble thing to try to understand our Constitution, to understand its impact on our families, and to understand what citizenship responsibilities entail.
The Commission will hold a meeting tonight at 7 o'clock at First Baptist Church. In other news, 3 groups of migrants of mixed nationalities were brought to the Lucayan Harbor by the Coast Guard cutter Margaret Norville this week. The first group of 30 Cubans were spotted on Elbow Key on Sunday morning. They were taken into custody and handed over to immigration officials on Monday. The Coast Guard intercepted a boat off West Palm Beach with 20 persons on board who claimed that they left the Bahamas for the United States. That group included 7 Haitians, an Ecuadorian, 10 Chinese, and 2 Bahamians. The Bahamians are being held for prosecution by U.S. officials for human smuggling. 1 Haitian national and 10 Chinese are being held as material witnesses against the 2 alleged Bahamian smugglers. On Tuesday, the Coast Guard intercepted a rustic vessel off Andros with 14 Cubans on board. All of the migrants are being processed on Grand Bahama and will be taken to Nassau tomorrow to await repatriation. Stay with us, there's more news after this.